Hello students, we'll solve the questions that were given for you to answer as a test today on probability. The questions have been put in the box, in the description box below. You can have a look at that. There are a total of 15 questions. We'll solve each one of them today. So the first question is find the probability of getting one head if a coin is thrown twice. So if a coin is thrown twice, then the probability of getting just one head we are asked. So if a coin is the same coin is tossed two times, there is a possibility that first time we can get on toss 1 we can get heads, on toss 2 we can also get heads, then on toss 1 we can get tails on toss 2. Similarly on toss 1 we can get tails, and toss 2 we can get heads, and on toss 1 we can get head, and on toss 2 we can get tail. So there are four possible outcomes when a coin is tossed twice. Now we are asked chances of getting just one head. So in that case, this and this will be our favorable outcome, and not this, because there are two heads. We are asked for only one head, and even this is ruled out because both of them are tails. So the probability of getting one head will be equal to 2 upon 4, which is, write it down here, which is half. Okay, so probability of getting one head if a coin is thrown twice is half. Next question is, one card is drawn at random from a pack of cards. Find the probability of getting a jack. So in a pack of cards there are, as you know, 52 cards, and how many jacks are there? 4 jacks are present in a pack of cards. So the probability of getting a jack will be 4 upon 52, which is 1 upon 13. So probability of getting a jack is 1 upon 13. Next question, one card is drawn at random from a pack of cards. Find the probability of getting a diamond card. So there are 52 cards in a pack, and how many diamonds are there? 13 diamond cards are there. Okay, so the probability of getting a diamond card will be 13 upon 52, which is 1 upon 4. So probability of getting a diamond card is 1 upon 4. The fourth question is, a die is thrown once. What is the probability of getting an even prime number? So a die has a total of 6 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We are asked to find the probability of getting an even number. So which are even numbers? Even numbers are 2, 4 and 6. And from these, which are prime numbers? Only 2. So even prime number we are asked. So the probability of getting an even prime number is 1 upon 6. Okay, so we are asked for an even prime number. Next question, a die is thrown twice. What is the probability that the same number will come up either time? So we have just discussed that the die has got 6 numbers. So if a die is thrown twice, then what is the possibility that both times the same number comes? So let's see what are the combinations. Okay, we list down the combinations of throwing the die twice first. So the combinations of throwing a die twice is on your screen. Now we are asked to find the probability of getting the same number either time. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 6 are possible. So probability of getting same number, okay, will be 6 upon 36, that is 1 upon 6. So 1 upon 6 is the probability of getting the same number when a die is thrown twice. Coming to the next question, it says in a leap year what is the probability of 53 Sundays. Okay, first we'll see what is in a year. So a year is equal to 365 days. Okay, and in a year, 1 year has got 52 weeks. So if it has got 52 weeks, that means it should have 52 Sundays. Yeah, it should have 52 Sundays. Okay, now it is asking, so that means if 52 into 7, if you do, that comes to 7 to the 14, 31, 7 5 the 31, 36. So 364 days. That means 1 day remains. Now it's asking what if that 1 day is a Sunday. Now how many days are there totally? We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, a total of 7 days. Okay, now there is a possibility any of these 7 days could fall on that extra day and become that, but we are asked to find out what is the probability of Sunday. So the favorable outcome is Sunday. Out of total how many? 7. Okay, so the probability of getting a Sunday will be 1 upon 7. Okay, the probability of getting a Sunday will be 1 upon 7. Okay, and not as some would say 1 upon 365 days. No, not 1 upon 365 days or anything else that you would come up with, or some would come up with 53 upon 65. No, we are looking for that extra Sunday, okay, that falls. Otherwise normally we have 52 Sundays or 52 Mondays, 52 Tuesdays and so forth, but since 52 into 7, we have 7 days in a week. So since that 52 into 7 gives us 364, that means that extra day we are looking for, so that extra day becomes a Sunday for us to get 53 Sundays. So this is for 53, probability of getting 53 Sundays is 1 upon 7. Okay, so probability of getting 53 Sundays is, this is in a 365 days, but we are asked to get in case of a leap year. Now a normal year has this much. Now what about a leap year? A leap year, I'll write it down over here. A leap year will have 366 days. So that means there are 2 days possible. Okay, there are 2 days possible. So now let us see in this case. So if it was 1 day, it would have been 1 upon 7, but we are asked for a leap year. So 53 days, what is the probability of getting 53 Sundays in a leap year? So in a leap year there are 2 extra days apart from 364 days. So what will be the combination in that case? So we want Sunday. So let's say this will be Monday and Tuesday, Tuesday and Wednesday, Wednesday or Thursday, Thursday or Friday, Friday or Saturday, Saturday or Sunday, Sunday or Monday. Why I am writing this Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Because there are 2 days available after 364, which can be any 2 successive days. Okay, so let's say 364th day was a Sunday, then 365th day will be Monday, 366 day will be Tuesday. So we are interested in only Sundays. Okay, we are only interested in Sundays. So in case of Sunday, okay, what is the possibility of getting so there are two possibilities possible out of a total of 7. So in this case it will be 2 upon 7 and not 1 upon 7. If it was in a non-leap year, that is 365 days, then it would have been 1 upon 7. Because it is a leap year and we are getting another extra day, 366 days, that is why it is 2 upon 7. So the probability of getting 53 Sundays in a leap year is 2 upon 7. Similarly, we can solve the 15th question, which says in a non-leap year, what is the probability of getting 53 Mondays? So in a non-leap year means we can remove out this part and we have 365 days. We are looking for Mondays, so we get 52 Mondays for sure. What about getting 53 Mondays? So in that case the probability will be 1 upon 7 in a non-leap year. Okay, 53, I'll just write this again, it will be 53 Mondays in a non-leap year. So that would be 1 upon 7, because there would be a total of 7 combinations possible, out of which we need not Sunday, in this case we need Monday. So it is 1 upon 7. Coming to the next question, one card is drawn from a well shuffled pack of 52 cards. Find the probability of getting a black face card. So which are the face cards? The face cards are Jack, Queen and King, and there are a total of 12 face cards in a pack of 52 cards, but we are asked for only black face cards. So there are only probability of getting black face cards will be what? 6 upon 52, because we are only looking for 2 sets, which is in case of clubs, that is flowers, or spades. Okay, so there are only 2 combinations possible, so total of 6. 2 3s are 6, 2 26, 3 upon 26 is the probability of getting a black face card. The next question is, if the probability of occurrence of an event is 27%, then what is the probability of not occurrence of event P? So we know by formula that probability of an event happening plus probability of an event not happening, okay, is equal to 1. Okay, so here we are given that 27%. So we always remove percentage from 100. Okay, we have a total of 100%. From there we take out various shares. So in this case 27% out of 100% will be, the event will be happening. So we can write over here as 27, and in case of 100 we can change that into 100. So we are, instead of taking it equal to 1, we take it as equal to 100, because we are taking it out of 100. So 27 plus probability of an event not happening equal to 100. So in this case probability of event not happening will be equal to 100 minus 27, and that is equal to 73%. So probability of an event not happening is equal to 73%. Next question, Usha and Astha are 2 friends. What is the probability that their birthday falls on the same day, that is 14th November 2015? So one thing to remember, as we have solved year problem, 2015 is a non-leap year. Leap years come after every 4 years. So if you take, so 2020 is a leap year. So if you go back 4 years back, then 2016 would be a leap year, then 2012 will be a leap year, 2008 would be a leap year. So every 4 years we get a leap year wherein there is an extra day apart from the 365 days that we usually have in a year. Now we are asked that there are two friends and what is the probability that both their birthdays fall on the same day? Now how many days are possible? Total of 365 days. What is the possibility that both of them will have on the same day? Just one. So probability of two friends having birthday on same day will be equal to 1 upon 365. Okay, so this is the answer for having a birthday on the same day. Now we are given another question wherein it is asked, two friends were born, this is the 11th question, two friends were born in the year 2000. What is the probability that they both have the same birthday? Okay, now in this case this is a leap year. So if we go back, this will be 2004 2000 year. So in case of 2000 it is a leap year. So now 2000, if it is a leap year, that means we have 366 days. So if they have on the birthday on the same day, then this will become 366, because we are told that we are asked what is the probability that they will have the birthday on the same day. Then it is 1 upon 366. Next question. One alphabet is chosen out of the alphabets of the word Bharatiya. What will be the probability of getting a vowel? First, let's write down the word Bharatiya. Bharatiya. Okay. So this is how you spell Bharatiya. Now we are asked to find the probability of getting a vowel. So we first need to know what are vowels. The ones which make sounds. So which are the vowels? Actually A, E, I, O, U. So these are English vowels. And how many do we have over here? We have 1, 2, 3. So out of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So probability of getting a vowel will be 3 upon 8, because there are 3 vowels over here. Okay, and in a total of 4 alphabets. So we can get 3 vowels in this case. Our next question, that is, a die is thrown once. What is the probability of getting a prime number? So we've done a similar problem before. So die will have 6 numbers. It is thrown once. What is the probability of getting a prime number? Okay. Now remember, which are the prime numbers here? Prime numbers are those which are divisible by 1 and by itself. So in this case 2, 3, 5 are prime numbers. Why is 1 not a prime number? Because it does not fulfill both conditions. To fulfill both conditions, which are 2 conditions, to be a prime number it should be divisible by 1 and it should be divisible by itself. Okay. Now over here this itself is 1, so it is divisible only by itself. It does not fulfill both these conditions. Okay, it has to be a number other than 1 to be divisible by itself. So it does not come into, so it is excluded from prime numbers. So but apart from 1 we have 2, 3, 5. So possibility of getting a prime number would be 3 upon 6, which is half. So we have got the probability of getting a prime number. Our next question, a bag contains 6 red and 5 blue balls. One ball is drawn at random from the bag. Find the probability that the ball drawn is blue. So we have we have 6 red and 5 blue balls. So that means the bag has got total of 11 balls. We are asked for find the probability that the ball drawn is blue. So probability of getting a blue ball will be 5 upon 11, because there are a total of 11 balls and we need blue balls, and there are a total of 5 of them. Our last question says a pair of dice is thrown once. What is the probability of getting the sum on both the die as 11? So two dice are thrown at the same time, and we know that each dice has got a total of 6 numbers. So if the combinations are put down as you see on the screen, we get only two numbers, that is 5 and 6 and 6 and 5, which give us a total of 11. So 5 plus 6 is 11 and 6 plus 5 is 11. That is why the probability of getting 11 will be 2 upon a total of 36, that is 1 upon 18. So the probability of getting a total of 11 will be 1 upon 18. With this we finish solving the revision questions also for probability. I look forward to more videos. Thank you.